What is up, guys? I'm back! You're probably wondering where I am. I am in my old house in Vegas, and this is my orange room that I basically grew up in. Welcome to my old house. So, you're probably also wondering, Stacia, why is your hair wet? Because today, you guys are gonna learn how to cornrow your hair. You don't have to do it with your hair wet, at least don't think you do, but that's the way I do it. Maybe I'm weird. I just really like the way it turns out when you take it out of the braids. So, I'll show you guys how to do it. Let's get started. Okay, so the things you're going to need is, first thing, little hair barrettes. These things are really tiny and they work really good because the braids that I'm gonna be doing are gonna be like this big. They're gonna be really small, so you're going to want bands a pretty small size just so it looks more clean. Second thing you'll need, a comb. This is very important because you're going to be parting your braids in like a more clean looking way. I mean, you don't necessarily need a comb. You are going to need thing number 3, a brush. Very important. Okay, so basically cornrowing is basically little tiny Dutch braids. That's the best way I can describe it. If you don't know how to Dutch braid hair, go look up a video on how to do it. It's basically like a backwards French braid. I'll try my best to explain that part to you guys. It's really complicated. Okay, also one more thing. This is very time consuming, so if you want to try this out, make sure that you are doing this when you have time, and it's not something that you do it once and then you're like really automatically good at it. This is a hairstyle that you have to master, and it takes time and patience. So yeah, I've been cornrowing hair for like 2 years now, I think, and there's still room for improvement for me. So if you guys are watching this and you notice me doing something that's like not right, let me know in the comments because I really want to perfect this look. Let's get started. I have a lot of hair to cornrow. Okay, so what I like to do, sorry my mirror's this way, but anyways, what I like to do is I like to brush my hair out first, make sure it's all smooth because it is so difficult to braid your hair when it's in knots. So get your hair all nice and smooth. We will start with my favorite braid to do on this thing, which is the braid that's closest to your ear. So you just kind of want to section your hair off a little bit like this. Okay, take your comb. If it has like a fancy little pokey side, what is this called? This comb is called something anyways. So you use this part or use this side, whichever side you prefer. And then you're going to evenly part it. I like to section it off a little at a time. So then we're just gonna flop this part over my head. I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's like this much. We're just gonna get it kind of going with the shape of my head. There's many different ways that you can get your cornrows. I'm gonna try to do the little itty bitty ones. You can do like just 5 braids. You can do however many you want. But I really like the way the little braids look. So that's what I'm gonna try to go for. So yeah, step 1, part your hair. Okay guys, so when you get it parted, it'll look kind of like this. Just a reminder, the back of your head is normally a lot thinner hair in the back than it is at the top. So you really don't want much hair back there. so it could stay nice and tight, and there will actually be hair back there in the braid. So keep that in mind. That is very important with the cornrows. Also, I forgot that you need something, whether it's a hair tie, a clip, bobby pins, anything to help keep some of your hair out of the way, because that is very frustrating and annoying when you're sitting there, you know, doing my hair, and then all of a sudden, like, clumps of it get in that you don't want it. So make sure you tie some hair off. Yes, we have this half. Now I'll show you guys how to do it. You want to just take a very, very small piece. So like, I'll take this much, very small. Then you're going to split it up into 3 sections like this. And then you're going to I'm gonna tuck this first top piece underneath, and then go to the opposite side. This is how you do it. And then once it goes back to the first one, you're going to take a very, very small section and add it to the middle, to where you put that one. And then as you're doing this, it is very important to make sure that it's tight. You want it right tight at your head. No room for any space. So that's basically the steps. It's kind of tricky to learn at first. The more you do it, the easier it gets, basically. So we're just gonna do that along the whole back line of my ear. Okay, so now that I'm towards the bottom, we want these pieces back here to be even more tight than the ones at your head, because it's hard to keep it nice and tight. You want it tucked in on your head. That's how you want it to look. So make sure that you are trying this as best as you can to get it nice and tucked. See, I'm not even that good at it. This is the part that I get a little tricked out with. But make sure also once you get back here that you get it very, very small strands at a time, because you don't want it poking out all funny. Alright, and then once you get all of it, then this part's the easy part. You just finish off the braid. Okay, so this is what it looked like. As you can see, I can definitely be making the bottom way more tighter than it is. It's not supposed to come off of my head like that. So that's what I was talking about with that part. So, yep, nice and tucked in. Now we move on to the second one. Let's go. Okay, so like I said with the first braid, take a small section to start with, split it into 3, 1, 2, 3, then start with the top, That one goes in the center. Move the other side into the center. And then you gradually just start adding very small pieces into the braid as it goes. Make it extra tight. Alright, and then from here, we just braid it out. Finish off the braid. This is the easiest part of the whole look, guys. Okay, so right here, we're gonna take the little band and just put it on nice and tight so the braid doesn't come loose. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Not too bad to start with. Sometimes this look is like a hit or miss with me. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of it. Doing the sides is definitely so much easier for me than if I'm doing like the very center piece of my head. That one's the hardest. So I'm gonna get the sides done, and then once I get to this piece, I'll let you guys know how that's going. halfway done. And I'm over it. This is taking so long. Anyways, so I'm about to the part where it's starting to get pretty tricky, and I wasn't really paying attention to how much I was getting from the back. I do this every single time. Not even kidding. So, yep, I don't have much hair in the back. So not much hair left is back there for my braids to grab onto. So yay. And also the back is getting like really hard to get it to stay with the braids like on really tight. This always seems to happen. This is the tricky part about this hairstyle and why it's taking so long and the braids are just so thin. How many braids do I even have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 braids. No wonder why this is taking. I'm gonna do one like this. I guess there's gonna be like 2 because it's gotta be even. These are so freaking tiny. I'm gonna do this one. Let's see how it goes. To this side. I'm so ready to be done with this. Why did I start this now? So yep, now we're moving on to this side. And it gets kind of tricky because carding this, sectioning it off, it's kind of like in the way. So yeah, it's not that bad. It's just kind of annoying because sometimes you get like some pieces from this side in your braid that you don't want, and it's like, this piece is also equally as hard as this last one because these two are basically straight back. So let's see how this one goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is it done. Took forever. Anyways, yep, so this side turned out really, really good. This is like the best thing, the best way it's turned out with cornrows for me. This side, don't look at this side. So my phone died when I was like in the middle of doing one of these braids. After that, I just got so lazy. I don't know. So, yep, this side's trash. This side's like Gucci. So, just, yeah. Anyways, as you can see, this is a very difficult, time-consuming hairstyle. But in the end, it turns out really cool. And it's just like a really nice way to have your hair back and out of your face. Overall, I really like it. I just don't like how long it takes to do it, but I'm so glad I'm done. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big like. If you know better ways to cornrow, my dad is mowing the lawn. If you have any tips for me with cornrowing, put it down in the comments below, ways that I can improve, anything like that. I'm always looking for better tips on how to do this. So just let me know in the comments and give me a subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.